Hey guys, today we are going to be looking at fractions as division. We've done this in class one time, and it was a little bit difficult, so I want to make sure to come back and spend a little more time on it. The biggest thing we have to understand is we're going to be looking at word problems, real life situations, and we're going to be writing them as a fraction, and then we're going to be looking at that as division. So what do I mean by that? Let's look at an example on here, number 2. It says 4 families equally share 5 pies. How much pie will each family receive? What we have to remember is that our numerator is going to be the object that we're sharing or the object that we're splitting up, right? So we have 5 pies and we have 4 families. Are we going to be separating the family to share, or are we going to be separating the pies to share? Right, we're going to be separating the pies to share. So that means 5 pies are going to be my numerator, and we're dividing those 5 pies by 4 families. Okay, so 5 over 4 is 5/4, which is also written as 5 divided by 4. So when I need to write this improper fraction as a mixed number, I need to then do 5 divided by 4 right here. Okay, 4 goes into 5 one time, and then I subtract. Okay, and I have my remainder of 1, which would be my numerator, and then my denominator stays the same. So my answer would be 1 and 1/4. Okay, so then when it says over here, 5 divided by 4 equals, and they give you just this fraction, not a mixed number, you have to remember that this can be an improper fraction here. The biggest struggle that I've seen every year that I teach this lesson is this part where we're trying to figure out what whole numbers our answer falls between. So every time we think about the whole numbers it falls between, I want you to take a look at the mixed number here. We have 1 and 1/4, which means we have 1 and some more. So when we say what whole numbers is it going to fall between, it's going to fall between 1 and then the next whole number, which is 2, because it's more than 1, but it's not quite 2. All right, let's take a look at the next example too. It says 6 bags of soil are used to fill 5 flower pots. So we're taking 6 bags of soil and putting them into 5 flower pots. Are we taking the bags of soil and sharing them with the flower pots, or are we taking flower pots and breaking them up into bags of soil is what you have to think about. What is being shared? And in this problem, it is the 6 bags of soil that's being shared with the 5 flower pots. So it would be 6 over 5. Just like the example before, we're going to be 6 divided by 5. Okay, 6 divided by 5 right here. 5 goes into 6 one time. Subtract. My remainder is my numerator, and my denominator stays the same. So my answer here would be 1 and 1/5. All right. So right here we did 6 divided by 5 is 6 over 5. And again, we have to figure out what whole numbers it falls between. 1 and 1/5. Okay, it means we have 1 and some more. So we have 1, and the next number would be 2. All right. I'm going to scroll down and do one more example with you, which is number 4. It says 40 yards of fabric are used to make 9 school banners. How many yards of fabric does each banner use? Okay, 40 yards of fabric. We're taking the fabric and we're breaking them apart to make 9 banners. Okay, so that means we're going to have 40 here and 9 there, because the fabric is what we're separating. We're not separating the banners. All right, so then I have 40 divided by 9. All right, 9 goes into 40 4 times. That's 36. I subtract 40 minus 36. That becomes a 3. That becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. So 4 is my remainder, which means it's my numerator, and then my denominator stays the same. So I have 4 and 4/9. All right. And then right here we said 40 divided by 9 equals 40 over 9, because all fractions are actually also division problems. And then it says the answer is between the whole numbers blank and blank. You have to remember, here is 4 and 4/9. That means we have 4 and some more. So it's going to fall between 4 and the next whole number, which is 5. All right, guys. Sometimes this can be tricky. I just have to remind you again, which is probably the 56th time that I'm reminding you, when you are writing it as a fraction, make sure your numerator is the object you are sharing, the object you are splitting up, the object you are dividing up. Don't put people up there unless you're dividing them up. All right? Find the object you are sharing and put that as your numerator. If you've got any questions, send me a message in the private messages, or if it's something you think can help everybody, post it in the comments section. All right? Good luck, guys. Miss you.